Hello everyone, this is again Chessfans TV, and today we're gonna analyze the game between Super Grandmaster Magnus Carlsen from Norway and Super Grandmaster WOJTAZEK from Poland. So this is again the event of FIDE World Cup 2021 Men's Division. So without further ado, let's begin. WOJTAZEK played d4. Magnus replies with knight f6, c4, e6, so g3, so Catalan, d5, controlling the center, bishop g2, bishop e7, so closed Catalan, knight f3, castle, castle again, a5, so having queenside space, queen c2, so protecting the c4 pawn, and at the same time having that eye on the h7 pawn. And this is the novelty or new move, because on 2016 knight c3 played and white wins, and another in 2016 again bishop g5 and comes with a draw. So I'll post that link in the description below. So let's back again on the queen c2, so c6, knight bd2, developing move, b6, so ready to develop the bishop on b7 and controlling the h1 to a8 diagonal, e4, so having control on the center of the board, and at the same time a pawn break, bishop b7, rook d1, so putting the rook on the semi-open, knight a6, preparing to attack the queen on knight b4, so e5, attacking the knight, knight d7, c takes d5, knight b4, so good move, having tempo of the queen, queen b1, so it's just a normal move, but for me it's an inaccuracy, because you trap your own queen and rook on a1, also the bishop. But we continue, c takes d5, so why c? Because if e, it will not give black an advantage, but if c, the rook on a8 can be used on the c file. So let's continue, knight f1, so rerouting the knight, bishop a6, so eyeing the f1 to a6 diagonal, knight e3, so putting the knight on the center, rook c8, controlling the c file, e3, because that knight is so annoying, he can't develop the pieces, knight c6, b3, so preparing to bishop b2, b5, h4, so an inaccuracy. The best move here, computer engine says bishop f1, so black can't have the pawn break of b4 because the a6 bishop will be hung, then queen b6, so preparing to b4, so all equal. But back to the move, h4, inaccuracy, b4, so pawn break, a4, closed. Why closed? Because if he captures, then even knight takes, then he will have the weak square on b4 and at the same time the c file black rook is already there and active. So don't capture pawns or don't capture if you will lose the advantage or you will lose the position. Back to the move. A4 close, bishop e2, so attacking the d1 rook, rook d2, bishop takes f3, bishop takes f3, f6, so pawn break. Then bishop g4, attacking the e6 pawn. So maybe you ask question, why don't capture that pawn? Because knight takes or rook takes, let's say knight takes, you give the tempo for black, and if rook takes, the bishop on f3 is hanging and the f-file rook is active, so you're just open for attacking chances for black, so don't do it. So bishop g4, attacking the e6 pawn, f5, so closed. So I have a question here, why don't take this, then this, check, and any move, and even this, and then this, then rook takes, so the d5 pawn will hang and will be free, and the rook especially will be active on the d5, so don't capture. So Magnus, or Super Grandmaster Magnus, played f5, then he sacrificed the knight, bishop takes, or knight takes f5, sorry, e takes f5, then bishop takes f5. So if we count the exchange, 2 pawns for a knight, so is it a good or bad? Let's see. Oh, sorry. Bishop takes h4. So Magnus decided to sacrifice also. G takes h4, then queen takes h4. Bishop e6 check. King h8. Then queen d3. So what if bishop takes 7? Oh, c7. And if this, then rook takes c6, mate in 10. Oh no, that sacrifice is so good. Then rook da2. Oh, so the black king is so exposed, or white king is so exposed, then maybe will be checkmated. So back to the move. King h8. Then queen d3, so we don't capture the free knight. Knight d takes e5, so another sacrifice. D takes e5, knight takes e5. So tempo on the queen. Queen takes d5. So capturing the free pawn. Knight f3 check. Queen takes f3. Oh, rook takes f3. Queen takes c8. So if we count the material. One rook for a rook and one queen to a rook and bishop pair. But black or white's king is so exposed. So let's see. Rook is h6, giving the king a extra space, so if any background weaknesses will be done by white, there will be free square on the h7. Sorry. So let's go on the rook f8. It's a mistake, bad move. Sorry. Bishop b7, controlling the h1 to a8 diagonal. Queen f6. Simple threat on the rook on a1. Rook da2, protecting. Queen f7. So attacking the b7 bishop. Bishop g2. Queen takes b3. Then the pawn on b3 hangs. Bishop e3, inaccuracy or slightly bad move. The best is rook e2, computer engine says. Then computer line says continues, queen d3, rook e1, h6, rook a2, so controlling the second rank. Queen d7, rook ae2, queen takes e4, and the pawn. Bishop b2, rook d8, king h2, b3, rook e7, controlling the 7th rank, queen h4, then it's equal. But I don't think it's equal because black has a pass pawn or pass pawns. But generally, computer says it's equal. So back to the position. So rook d8. So in this position, they agreed to a draw. Okay. So if you're new to my channel, Just Watch TV, please subscribe, and if you like these videos, like and share it to your friends, and see you again. To God be the glory. See you in my next videos.